Hey everybody, it's us, it's Rita, it's CW, and we're back for more fun on Rock and Roll Confessional podcast.
Our new show is featuring Robert Jon and the Wreck. Now, since their debut in 2011, Orange County's Robert Jon and the Wreck have captivated audiences worldwide, turning the Southern rock sound on its head and making it distinctly their own. With Robert Jon Burrison's lead vocals and guitar, the band's synergy on stage is undeniable. As they embark on the next phase with their new release, Red Moon Rising, coming out on June 28, they invite both longtime followers and new listeners to join in the celebration of their ongoing evolution and the invincible spirit of rock and roll.
Right on. The band has toured in the past with Joe Bonamassa, Peter Frampton, Buddy Guy, and Rival Sons. Their tour is extensive and goes through December, including dates in the UK. Robert Jon and the Wreck just signed to Joe Bonamassa and Roy Weissman's Journeyman Records.
We caught Robert Jon between tour dates from his home in Orange County, so we hope you enjoy the interview with Robert Jon Burrison.
Oh, there's two of you. Hey, Rita. Hey, CW. Okay, I got it now.
You know, thank you so much for doing this podcast, Rock and Roll Confessional, with myself and CW West. I'm just going to lay all my cards on the table at the beginning. All right, I'm just going to throw them out
sounds
there.
Good. I'm definitely prepared.
You got a new album coming out June 28th called Red Moon Rising, and I'm going to go officially on record as I love this record. I love this whole album. It's so good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was actually thinking, like, I want to get on my Harley and I want to drive up PCH and I just want to blare this album because this is such an amazing album. So congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate the kind word.
Yeah.
Well, now, okay, so you're an Orange County guy?
Yep.
Long Beach originally, right?
I was born in Long Beach.
That's where we both are right now. So.
Oh, okay, cool. Raised in Cerritos, and now I live in Laguna Niguel.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful.
So close to Laguna Beach. Good for you.
Yeah, lived in Laguna Beach for about 6 years or so. Got a little expensive for having kids and everything. So
yeah, so you got two now, or just the one?
No, just one.
Just the one. Yeah, very cool. Well, I've seen a picture of him. He looks beautiful, and and your wife is gorgeous too. And I'm glad all that good stuff is going on in your life because you deserve it.
Thank you.
There's so much to this record that I want to talk about because it's familiar in a way. It harkens back to some stuff, but it's unique and it's original in its own way. And the guitars, my God, I spent most of the time listening to basically side one, but today I spent a lot of time with side two. And there's 2 tracks. Give Love has got this most beautiful, eloquent acoustic guitar riff. It's so great. And then the other one is Hate to See You Go. That just reminds me so much of something. If I harken back, maybe it's Allman Brothers or stuff, but it's not Allman Brothers because you got your own style.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Give Love is probably my favorite track on the record, just because of the meaning behind it and how it came about and just the almost the simplicity of it, of just, you don't have to say too much because it's, we could all use a little more love in the world. I mean, there's nothing else you need to say really. And I love that just that thought of something being so simple, but yet so hard to,
to practice,
figure out. Yeah. Practice, figure out, understand really, like, what that means. But, that was a really fun track to put together, and in the studio and seeing where it ended up is just really fun. And Hate to See You Go was a lot of fun too, because we definitely felt the Allman brothers vibe in there, and look up to what they've accomplished, and what they mean and what they do, and so just trying our best to put our spin on things, but yeah, and then that track came right before we recorded it, like maybe 2 weeks before or a week before. We had that kind of idea, and I it's hard to remember sometimes because it feels like a year ago, because it was, but I think I just started singing "Hate to See You Go," and almost thinking of not from my perspective, but the perspective of the people around us every time that we leave, and sometimes you don't think about that as much as how you're feeling in certain situations and everything. But yeah, really excited that about those two tracks that aren't out yet.
And the irony, I think, that we lost Dickie Betts yesterday, is kind of crazy about all this.
Yeah.
But I want to say that the CD has 2 additional tracks, and one of them is "Hate to See You Go." The other one that I think is phenomenal, like almost I think it's my favorite song on the album, is "Rager," which is just a great hard rock and guitar song. So anybody that's bought the album, and the album is beautiful, there's a beautiful colored version of the album. Anyone that's bought it, get the CD also, because these extra tracks are just fill it. It's great.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, Rager came out of nowhere. We wrote it in the studio. We had that riff, and the riff's awesome, but we didn't have time to figure out what it meant. And so we were just there, and we had some time and just threw it together, and ends up being such a cool, fun, I just want to play it live type track, and just, or like play a video game while you're listening to it, or, I don't know. It's just a good time. It's just fun. It's just meant to be fun. And, it wasn't meant to be anything else.
Yeah. The song that kicks off the CD album is Stone Cold Killer, which is, my God, I had to put that on repeat like a couple of times just because it was just so good. And it was like, oh my God, it's like, the vocals harken back to Bon Scott. I don't know if anybody said that to you or not, but I mean, that is like, oh my God, this could be an AC/DC song. It's just so effing good.
Well, thanks. Yeah. I don't think anyone's compared me to Bon Scott, but I'll take it.
But yeah, it's like, your influences and stuff sounds like you're from the South, the band's from the South, but that was like, Western Australia to, Southern California. I haven't seen your live show yet, but I can imagine that's just got to be fantastic.
We like to have a good time. It's always a fun place to be.
Yeah. Oh, what about touring like in Europe? We talked to a lot of people that, have a great audience over there, like Walter Trout and Beth Hart. Yeah, Venice and stuff like that. What is it about the European audiences that's different than the American audience?
Besides the fact that you can't understand them.
Is it a two-way street?
Yeah, pretty much. We've had some very interesting conversations. I don't know if you can call them conversations or not. It seems to me, and I think that people enjoy music in different ways, and we love playing in front of people all over the globe. So it's not one or the other, but it seems that sometimes in Europe there's more of a, and I guess everything I'm saying has nothing to do with the people in the States. It's just almost a type of respect for a live show, or if respect's not the right word, just a interest or passion in what is going on. Come to the show, get a drink, see your friends, and then when the show happens, everyone's in that room and everyone's engaging in what's going on. There's not a let's go to this show because there's a lot of people going. We'll just stand in the back and hang out because we just want to go do something. It's everyone in Europe is at that show because they want to be at that show, and they're into it, and they're just zoned in. And it's just an incredible feeling to be from Southern California and then all of a sudden flying over there and having people sing your songs. And that's how it was the first time we went over, and just in what's going on, that reaction. But still now, I mean, after going over there for 8 or 9 years, it's still the same feeling that we get as a band, that there's people in the tiny town of Germany that fill up this room and are excited that we're there. So it's still mind boggling in some aspects, but we love doing it. And it's, can't wait to go back.
You've got 7 other studio albums besides this one. Is that correct?
It sounds good. It sounds right.
You don't have to know. That's okay. And I think 5 of them, you guys self-produced, self-manufactured, everything. So when Reed and I were in the heart of the radio business, that wasn't really done. And so I'm wondering, all those years, how did you guys go about promoting, and how did you get it into Europe? And, what did it take to get that European audience, or what did it take to get the audience? Because you guys, I think, had to do everything, right? So was it just social media and somebody caught on and it just, phew?
I mean, it's just a lot of work. I mean, the first time we went to Europe, we weren't selling out places, and we weren't playing to hundreds of people. We were playing to 50 people here and 40 people here and an exciting 100 people at a random place for why, I don't know, and we just kept pushing it, and we just kept going, and consistency is really, I think, the best word for what we were doing and how we created a fan base out there. We toured a lot in the States and didn't understand how, because we didn't have the knowledge or the ability. We knew how to go to Nebraska and play a bar set.
For free
that paid
or
us,
for beer.
That paid us money. No, they paid us money.
Okay.
They gave us
beer.
hotel rooms, and we were like, well, this is crazy. So there was a time where we played at this bar in Nebraska more than we did even played in LA.
Wow.
Wow.
But it's a long ways away. And, so we would drive from here to Grand Junction. We knew exactly where we'd stay. And then the next day drive there and play the weekend and then drive home, because it was a venue that paid us and there were people there. But, playing a bar set is different than playing a ticketed venue where people are going to see you.
Yes. Yes.
And not just, oh, we're at a bar and there's a band playing and I like that song. That's fun. And then you leave and who cares, But that's, every band has to start somewhere and figure it out on their own if they have the passion to. And we just wanted to be on the road. We wanted to write records. We wanted to record records, and we wanted to be a band. We wanted to do it, so we just started doing it. We didn't know any other way, and we didn't have, anyone showing us the proper way to do things or anything. So you play the bar gigs to have enough money to record the record. You get in a van and you just go play shows wherever you can, wherever lets you, wherever you get an in. We got a show in Seattle. Okay, let's go. Are we going to play anything on the way up? I don't know. Well, let's see if we can get something. All right, we got a bar gig in Chico that pays us in beer. Okay, well, at least it's halfway there almost. So it's like it wasn't as much of like as but we didn't have as much responsibilities. I mean, we didn't have families, and we were young and just wanted to do it. And now it's a little more structured. There's a bottom line that we have to make sure we hit, and and a little bit more strategic in making sure we get back to places and making sure we don't oversaturate certain markets. There's a whole game,
whole balance.
A whole that really just came from learning and doing it and figuring it out and having people. One of the people that have been with us since the beginning almost. I mean, it's our booking agent in Europe who brought us over for the first time and took a chance, and he's still with us, and he's still our tour manager out there, and
great.
It's more family than anything. I would never call him our booking agent unless we were discussing this exact thing, but it's just, it's family based, and you find the family that works and the tribe that you feel good about, and just keep pushing.
Wow.
And I don't even know what the question was. I just started talking.
Then that's great. And you had a great answer. You mentioned with CW's question about, the internet and how that has changed music. I don't know how bands do it anymore. I mean, we're dealing with, major labels, and it's like, they bring in this album and it's like, oh no, you can't play anything else because this is the single we're going for. We're not going to release that till like, 6 months, another year. And it's like, it's the best song on the album. Why don't you let us play it? It's like hindering.
Sure.
So, with the record label and all that kind of stuff, you have a lot of accessibility and stuff like that. This record is on Joe Bonamassa's label now.
Mm-hmm.
And
Journeyman Records.
Yeah. And how has that been for you?
It's been great. They're it's all hands on, we talk to them every day. It's not we signed a deal and then we just sit back and see what happens, or we sign a deal and they just start doing things without talking to us. They have great ideas and we talk about it and we move forward, and we have the ability to maybe get in rooms with people and the ability to push marketing in certain ways that we wouldn't have been able to before. The thing that really makes it work is that we had a relationship together before. We got to know each other.
Okay.
It wasn't a, hey, nice to meet you, let's do this. It was, hey, nice to meet you, great work. Yeah, you too. All right. A year later, hey, nice to meet you. Hey, that's, how are you doing? Like, how are things? Like, hey, what does the future look like? Like, what if we did this? It was, so it came really organically. And so we're just, we're a band. The other people on their label are artists. So they have to deal with 5 of us, but, instead of just one. And we did it ourselves for so long that we have a lot of things that we know and that we would like to do. And they have the expertise for certain things, it's just, it's great. It's a great relationship, and it's, can't wait to see what happens in the next few years.
Another thing that you're doing, which I think is great, is like releasing songs before they're officially available. I think that's brilliant in these days, because getting airplay, I'm sure, has got to be just excruciating. But you look at this album, CW and I were talking about this yesterday on the way up to the Mavis Staples concert.
Nice.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
She's phenomenal.
Oh yeah, it was just a whole celebration of wonderful people. How a band these days gets played, and then also about the fact that radio is just so different now, but so many of these songs could be crossovers. I mean, like it's speaking of like country rock records. I mean, I really love Jelly Roll, and you wouldn't think that that's something, that I'm a born rocker and love that, but I love that stuff, man, because he's just playing, and you can't really label it.
Yeah,
The
radio is a weird thing that I don't understand. But I'm also not really, working on trying to, because, the local station KLOS has been really good to us and playing our singles when they come out, and they still play, songs that we released a while ago too. Just some things stick. And I know that there's big labels that go in and give them a lot of money and say, play this however many times, or I don't even know. I'm not even going to pretend like I understand it, but we're happy everywhere we are on this road, on this path that we're on, and if any radio station plays our song, we still get giddy like we're in high school. And we're like, and especially KLOS, the place that I've been listening to my whole life, it's just the fact that we've been invited up there and they play our tracks is something that we've been striving for, when we were writing not very good songs and thinking that K-Rock should play them on locals only, it's a wild ride, and I don't know much about it.
One band that I know that they can take claim to is Rival Sons.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
like nobody else was really playing them. And I think you've toured actually with Rival Sons also, haven't you?
Yeah, we played we did a run with them, but I think it was 2015.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're friends with those guys in some levels of what friends are in the industry. I know we're playing some festivals with them this summer in Europe, and it'd be good to see them. We haven't seen them in a long time. Yeah, they're Long Beach cats, and
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember seeing them before they were even called the Rival Sons. So, yeah, hope to see them again soon.
Okay, I'm going to throw a weird question out, and this may not make sense, but the last 4 albums, Last Light on the Highway, Shine a Light on Me, Brother, Ride into the Light, and Red Moon Rising, all light related. Coincidence? Or something more spiritual behind this?
I think we try to write about hope and not despair. I think we try to bring light in, the metaphoric light instead of darkness. I think that we're mostly happy people and in good moods, opposed to the opposite. So I don't think we didn't plan it, and we didn't say, I think we noticed it when everyone noticed it. We're like, oh yeah, well they all have light in it for that reason. So I think it's just a subconscious thing where we just end up writing, in a more positive light, than in a darker realm of things. I think that's just who we are as people, and I'd rather bring light and be the light, opposed to being darkness. So yeah, I think it is a beautiful coincidence.
Okay.
That probably came from some sort of subconscious state of feeling like that. And we didn't plan it, and we didn't really notice it until it happened.
Got to ask about where you got your music from, because you said, I read somewhere that your dad had like Motown and gospel songs and stuff like that. So was that a big influence on you?
Yeah, I mean, it had to have been. I mean, I remember listening to the Oak Ridge Boys and being, 6 years old, performing Oak Ridge Boys songs in the living room. But yeah, it was always, some gospel quartets or Motown records, and that's what I remember growing up on. K-Earth 101, I think I listened to every morning on the way to school with him. That's what I grew up listening to. I don't think I listened to, rock and roll in that sense until, maybe till junior high, until you can actually figure out how to get music. And then, with all the Bostons and Aerosmiths and the Who, and I remember finally figuring those bands out, and then, going to the record store and like getting the CD or tape. Yeah. And then yeah, I mean, I didn't even listen to the Allman Brothers until later in high school, I don't think.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's, it's a progression of hearing music, not knowing why you enjoy it, and then finding music that you like that everyone already knows. And then, it's just constant, I'm always hearing a new band that I'm like, what is this? This is great. And like, oh yeah, the band's not around anymore though. I'm like, oh, what happened? I'm like, well, they died in 76. It's like, oh, I thought this was,
rock and roll was eternal.
We're always finding new stuff and seeing what's out there, and it's but then you have the ones you go back to, and the bands that you love that aren't even the style of music. I love Audio Slave. And Rage Against the Machine. We don't play that style, but if it's ever on, I don't turn it off.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then you hear random little things that come out sometimes, and you're like, oh, that could be a Rage riff. That's why we like it. It's just so yeah. It's music's interesting.
You're very deep and philosophical. I wish we had an hour to talk with you, but we don't. So should we do some of our bonus round questions?
Robert Jon, we're going to do the bonus round. Now comes the personal fun questions. Reitz, I'll let you kick it off.
Wait, is this first? Do I get points? Do I get points for this?
And if you get the most amount of points at the end of the year, we will come visit you in Laguna Niguel and bring you
all right
something special.
Great. I'm excited. I'm so excited.
We'll come see you at the Coach House, and then we'll bring you something.
Sounds good.
Okay.
A sticker. Yeah. Old stickers, Allman Brothers stickers or something like that.
We'll take them.
What was the first concert you went to?
Boston. At the Orange County Fair.
Oh, at the Orange County Fair. Okay.
Is that the Pacific Amphitheater?
Yeah, Pacific Amphitheater. Yeah.
I bought tickets at Tower Records, and I got 2 of them, and I couldn't drive yet, so I had to figure out how to get there. And when you're 12 or 13 or 14, I don't know, I forget what age it was. Bringing your dad to the concert's not the cool thing.
Right.
So I was in a church group at the time, and we had one of the leaders who was probably he was probably like 18 or 19 at the time. And I was like, "Hey, do you like Boston?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Will you take me to the concert? I have a ticket. If you take me, you can have the ticket." And so we went, and it was, awesome. I don't know, my first rock and roll concert. It was
very cool.
It was fun,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would you want to meet you've never met? Alive or dead?
Who would I want to meet that I've never met? I think, oh man, this is supposed to be a bonus. I'm not winning.
You're winning, dude. You're winning. You're winning.
I think it would be, it's hard because I've just met so many people. I'm kidding. That was a joke. Man, why is this so hard? I would like to meet, I think I'd like to meet Chris Cornell.
Oh yeah. Mm.
And ask him how he sings.
Yeah. And how, I think there's just so much psychology and everything else into how a person gets their voice. Chris Cornell, just one of the most amazing voices, but it's sometimes the tortured artist, unfortunately with Chris and
Lincoln Park.
Lincoln Park. Yeah. A lot of people, but what's your coolest piece of tour memorabilia that you have?
Or memorabilia?
The coolest piece of memorabilia that I have. I don't have a lot of memorabilia. I don't save a lot of things. I don't know, man. I'm like looking around my
your walls look bare there. So
yeah. This is in the same vein, but it's not memorabilia.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
But every time I go to Europe, I buy this. It's called egg salt, and it's a seasoning that you can only get out there. And for some reason, it's like one of the things that I always get from the Belgian Netherlands area, and I always bring one home because we go through it so quickly. Man, memorabilia.
Well, the salt is cool because I have a friend of mine that collects salt from different countries, and the last time I went to Europe, taste the salt in every country.
They have different stuff, man.
Yeah,
and it's wild.
Yeah, love it.
I assume it's just to sprinkle onto an egg. Is that all? It's easy as that?
Yeah, we put it onto eggs and avocado toast.
Or is it made from egg?
No, it's made to put on your egg.
Okay.
But it's good on everything. Yeah, but I don't think I got points for that question. So
no, we still give them.
You'll get points if you next time you go to Belgium, bring us a bottle.
Yeah.
So we can try the egg salt.
Have you experienced a Spinal Tap moment in your career?
Well, it's a funny story because I hadn't seen Spinal Tap until probably 2 years ago. I think I watched it when I was too young, and I didn't understand
Get it.
And then everyone always quoted it and talked about it. And I was like, whatever. So the band made me watch it. Like 2 years ago, we were on the road and we were at an Airbnb and so we watched it. And I still, it's not going to be good for anyone to know this, but I still am not a huge fan of the movie. I don't think that type of humor is my humor. But so when you say that, I have to go through my brain and think about what that means. Because if you ask, Henry, our guitar player, he would have an immediate response, or anyone else in the band. But I'm not going to get points for this one either. But
you're getting points, man. You're scoring 100.
It's the longer
put out
you
this
take,
album. This album is so effing good. We're
giving you points for that.
Get rewarded.
Yeah.
Your faith gets rewarded with this record. Oh my God.
So here's my Spinal Tap moment. We played at the Shank Hall in Milwaukee, I think, which is the venue from the movie that they made into like a real venue.
Okay.
Called the Shank Hall. And so they have like all the pictures up, and they basically make it like it's supposed to be the same venue. And I think it was that tour that they made me watch the movie, because I was like, what are you guys talking about? I don't get it. So the moment that I've had is playing at the Shank Hall in Milwaukee.
Great. Still get points. Cool. We'll add them up. There's a lot of points here, and I can't add them up while you're waiting. So we'll add them up and let you know.
I'm one of those people that, when I first watched it, I didn't like it.
I didn't either.
I know these people. Don't be mean to them.
Yeah.
Don't make them out to be idiots. They're not all idiots.
I should watch it again just to keep trying, just so I don't give up on it.
Yeah.
That way, I think I'll be accepted better in the community if I can quote it or something.
Yeah. Goes to 11. Okay, so you got a little bit of time off, going back out on the road.
Got a lot of dates this year.
Yeah.
You're going to be living on the road. You're going to be missing that wife.
We already are. I already do.
Yeah. Yeah. But look for them in a town near you, and especially Europe. There's a lot of European dates going up. So, and a lot of U.S. dates. And I know you're at the Coach House on, I think, June 7th. Which is down here in
hometown show,
Orange County. Yeah, hometown. So
it'll be a nice commute for you.
Yeah, it's easy.
Just down the road.
You can take the old van.
We got our good buddies playing with us from Laguna Beach. They're called the Great North Special, and they're awesome. So I'm really excited for the show.
Excellent.
Great.
Can't thank you enough for taking the time, and would love to spend more time with you, because you just seem like a very enlightened person, and a person that,
let's wait for the next album to see what it's titled.
Yeah.
Enlightened.
Everything is shit now, and then then we're like, well,
no, it's it's like that Springsteen line, faith will be rewarded. I really believe that, and I if my opinion means anything, this album is great.
And it does. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We're just both really impressed with it. So can't wait to see you live, and enjoy your life and continue to be good and to shine. And
thank you guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Robert Jon. Appreciate
so
it.
Much. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. See ya. Come down to Coach House.
I love this record so much.
Right? I mean, I've heard of him, but I'd not heard the music. And when we got the new album, Red Moon Rising, I'm like, this is incredible music.
Great stuff. In our own backyard. So I'm really happy for them and excited for them. And so go check out Robert Jon and the Wreck, and check out that album, definitely. Red Moon Rising. It's so good.
So special thanks to John Bleitcher for coordinating the interview. You can check out Robert Jon and the Wreck's website. It's just Robert Jon, Jon, no H, and therec.com.
You can stream the new album Red Moon Rising when it comes out on June 28th. You can purchase the new CD in colored vinyl versions at robertjonandtherec.com.
Social media for Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube are all Robert Jon and the Wreck. And Robert Jon and the Wreck have tons of tour dates in and out of the U.S. through December. Like we said, go to robertjonandtherec.com for tickets and more information. You will not be disappointed in this band live.
Not at all. Or even on record. It's so good. You can check out our show notes on our website, rockandrollconfessional.rocks, ROCKS. There you can find links to some of the subjects talked about in today's show, including links for tour information, links to order the limited edition vinyl, great videos from the new album, plus videos from the previous albums and more.
Yeah, and thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all.
No, thank you.
Thank you all.
Yes.
Thanks all of our supporters. We really appreciate it. It's easy to support us. Just take the 1 minute of your life and just spread the word by sharing the podcast with your friend. Find a friend that hasn't heard it. Just send it to them. Just, forward on your phone. Also help by subscribing. As soon as the next episode is out, you will receive it. And also write a review, follow us, comment on Instagram and Facebook. We really appreciate it. So, Rita Wild.
So you take care of yourself.
Right on. You got some fun coming up this summer. It's going to be a fun summer.
Yes, indeed. But you heal quickly, man.
Yeah, I'm going to hope to God heal quickly. Exactly.
Yeah.
On all counts.
On all accounts.
Including mental.
Well,
I know.
You got to
been working on that for many years.
You got to stay you. You got to be true to you.
Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you so much.
See you at the next one. We got another good one coming up real soon.